Viewers aji global window on Naithu Resort Conference Hall Chumugiri Madahainase, Nagaland International Conference on Tourism, Transport and Logistics, organized by the band and supported by the Ministry of MSME under IC scheme. On the theme Empowering Nagaland, India through Connectivity and Sustainable Development. This event will bring together stakeholders from India and across Asia to discuss sustainable development, infrastructure and collaboration opportunity in tourism and transport logistics weakness. Aru ite laga representative kan, government bodies kan, financial institution kan, MSME and sectors will participate to explore innovative strategy for the Nagaland growth in the states. Ito to hoise 7th and 8th of February. Aji do last day ase, aji 8th of February de ase. Ahibi to laga seminar laga program la pore. Ami kan details pra sai sabo.
But Northeast is very complicated and it is very diverse, and we need to connect with each other. To welcome all of you all, we would have a little felicitation program.
Let's begin by hearing from our esteemed panelists who brings a wealth of knowledge and experience to help us chart the path forward.
We are coming out with the state industrial policy, which will be very vital in the near future. It is with the cabinet now. Now hopefully, within these few months, the policy will come up. And there, in the policy, everything has been mentioned about the incentives, but how you can invest and how you can benefit.
IRAN's main objective is to develop the state into an attractive destination for investment and to create opportunities for entrepreneurship growth, fostering economic growth in the state. Initiatives that we have started was the Nagaland Tourism Connect scheme, which I spearheaded myself, and we have been able to facilitate tourism growth, to boost tourism and entrepreneurs who are in tourism, and by giving them a scheme which had to do with giving them vehicles.
Blue Dart is a company who has created organizations, big organizations in India by providing logistics. Why in today's world logistics is the most critical part. There's the word which is available in the shelf, it gets sold. Jo dikhta hai, wo dikhta hai. This is so Blue Dart plays that role. We create the space for the producers, manufacturers.
So to achieve HOIC, so our Japanese government has 4 key pillars for achieving this HOIC concept, and connectivity is one of the most critical themes for this HOIC concept. So I'm so glad if you pay some attention to our activities, and we are so glad if you utilize our project to your future business.
If you conduct a survey, not in only Nagaland or anywhere in the part of the country, the most prominent issue they will talk, one is finance and second is marketing. And transparency in public procurement, it can't be dealt by only one side. It can't be implemented or done only by government departments. The role of sellers, the role of MSME, the role of entrepreneurs is as equal in transparency as equal the government's role.
The Ministry of MSME, it has emerged as a vibrant and dynamic sector of the Indian economy for the last 5 decades. It has contributed significantly in the economy and social development of the country by fostering entrepreneurship, skills, generating large employment opportunities through various schemes. Basically, Ministry of MSME envisions a progressive MSME sector by promoting growth and development of the sector through various sectors including KVICs, choir industries in cooperation with ministries, departments, state government. Now earlier before this in the previous session we were talking about this lack of skilled manpower in Nagaland. So our ministry is also running a scheme which is called ESDP. Basically, it's an entrepreneurship skill development program. Basically, it's a 6 weeks program in which we are organizing various technical programs in association with the NGOs, technical institutes, and IITs, ITIs. If any state government has these type of institutes, we are organizing.
An entrepreneur and proprietor required to produce this UDM registration, GST, and these are all mandatory and it's last 3 years balance sheet. And this is one of the scheme, and another scheme is speed scheme. It is maximum up to 2 crore. And this is also purchase of machinery and equipments. And the rate of interest is 10.5%. And for the existing unit, it is up to 3 crore. We can give assistance to the existing unit. And the moratorium period is 3 months to 6 months. And loan tenure is 2 to 5 years. This, any of the interested entrepreneur or any these things, industrialists, they can avail this loan from our.
The recognition reaffirms our commitment to support MSME in shaping India's dream. We have also leveraged on the various opportunities put forward by the governments through initiatives like Mudra, Startup India, PM Swanidhi, PM Vishwakarma, whatever our MSME partners are also saying. So we are there. We are the lending partners, the implementing agency in that one. Coming back to home in Nagaland, we are also closely working with the state government and various other entities to facilitate MSME growth in Nagaland. And we have almost, if we look at our portfolios, we have almost 12,000 accounts amounting to around 551 crores already given in MSME.
Within the NSIC, this is the National SCST Hub. We support all the entrepreneurship and we never underestimate the entrepreneurs because they work very persistently and they work together, they work for the teams, and they from the base to how they achieved up to the top level. This is our efforts. Okay, so how can we support the SCST units and SCST entrepreneurs? It is floated to the slides also. Okay.
So across India, unfortunately, because of traffic and things, India is not a very favored destination for cycling. It's pretty hard to convince people to come to India and cycle, looking at all the different logistics issues, and the traffic is an absolute nightmare. But then there are solutions. And the way we have been doing it is that the client arrives in Bangalore, we put them in a car, we drive to the outskirts, we unload the cycles, we cycle around 50 kilometers, and then we load them back, and we drive to the next destination. So depending on the numbers, we have 2 vehicles or 1 vehicle.
Siddiqui is located around 8 kilometers away from Patkai Christian College, and it is around 156 meters above sea level. And two, three key features about Siddiqui Old Village is that there is waterfalls, also called as Patkai waterfalls, and there is paragliding and many other adventure activities that has potential in it. And one thing I really wanted to highlight on Siddiqui Old Village is because Siddiqui being such so near to the main Dimapur town, many people still don't know about this location. This place is actually for people who are more into adventure and who seeks more thrill. So the type of cycling that I just said, downhill cycling, can be organized here.
We have learned a few things. So one of the most important thing about organizing an event is logistics. And when it comes to logistics, it is also one of the most impactful in terms of carbon footprint. So from logistics, what we can do is we can educate our tourists. We tell them what is needed during the event, what we provide, what are the local resources available. If we give them those information, and one of the major hurdle that we faced was there was no information available. We go to mall, doing we call up numbers, nobody answers. We don't know where the stays are. So this request to people who run homestays, your inns, your hotels, register your company, make it digital because the information is very important. If you don't have the information, even if you want to go, you have no one to contact. So, and as an outsider, we Nagas will manage somehow. But as an outsider who have bad idea about Nagaland, they get second thought. But when you have information readily available on the internet, they can browse it, they can find good hotels, and as an organizer also, it's easy for you to put up stays for your guests. One of the most important things that we advocate during these journeys is we tell our guests, our participants, not to throw waste. So every waste you throw, you have to collect it. And for that, before the event starts, we give them dustbins, garbage bags. Every car should have a garbage bag. If the event is based on scores, points as a competitive event, we'll deduct their points. If we see some team is littering, we deduct their points so that on the overall points, they lose points, so they are responsible enough.
To viewers apni khan bi conference laga opor de huni paise aro ajidu last day ase day 2 conference laga theme thagise logistic and transport for regional collaboration thagise yete panel 1 panel 2 panel 3 ko ine tahan session ina loi thagise panel 1 laga do topic to ki ase koile logistic and transport cross border collaboration ko ine ase yete panel 2 laga do entrepreneur empowerment ko ine ase to yete tahan different topic laga opor different manuhan ahigine not only mihan laga local manu no hoigini bahar babi ahine tahan duhan labi bishi bhal ba shikaine ase aro panel 2 de entrepreneur aro empowerment laga do bank sectors financial bank sectors khan ba manu ba ahine tahan gi shikaise don kut para ase boli do MSME khan NSIC khan SDBI SBI aro GEM khan ba ahine ase tahan laga perspective aro tahan laga advantages khan ki ase koine to bi shikaine ase panel 3 do adventure tourism with emphasis on carbon neutrality ko ine shikaine ase ite local entrepreneur ami khala naga khan business kuri ine aro kun ide ahine hunishi tahan naga han ge bhal ba tahan shikai digine business to kine akrubo aro tourism laga opor bi manu kine attract kurine ami khan laga business to bi boom kurubo kuribule paribo aro there are so many places in Nagaland Dimapur de holibi Nagaland de holibi jaga bishi explore no kuri ine thaga bi ase to iniga young laga naga entrepreneur han ge ite business kiniga start kurubo aro kiniga amen profit paule paribo kiniga ami khan la life te forward jabo paribo iniga local entrepreneurs khan kiniga kurile bhal hobo ine itu laga opor bi tahan bishi bhal ba shikai gine ase aro aji ban khan ba organize kuri gine sponsored by MSME khan ba iniga ami khan local entrepreneur han gine ine organize kor do bishi bhal ekta ase ami khan na jani gine thagi shi ulibi tahan ba iniga ami han ge ideas khan digine tourism laga opor de focus kuri gine ami khan laga local entrepreneurs khan karne bishi bhal ba startup ekta kurule laga ase koine ase aro tahan ban khan laga main objective aji kura do promote Nagaland as a tourist destination koigine ase jigani manase. For more news and update, keep watching Global Window. This is your reporter Yaung Amla with my camera person Anu, Naito Resort Chumukinima.